Welcome to the next lesson, Amazon Promotions. And here's what we'll be going over. What are Amazon Promotions? What are they used for? And how do you set one up? As a matter of fact, we'll be setting up two together during this lesson. Amazon Promotions are ways of providing various benefits to your customers when they purchase your product on Amazon. And the most common type is to simply give them a discount on their purchase. And you can access these promotions by going to your advertising menu and then selecting Promotions. Now, even though most sellers only use the percentage off discount, there are actually several types of promotions you can choose from. One is called the social media promo code, and I'll be covering this in more detail in the lesson on brand registry coming up. But the difference between this and a regular percentage off is that instead of giving one of your customers a promo code they have to enter, you give them a link that takes them to a page on Amazon and it automatically applies that promo to the product. There's also the free shipping promo, but that's only for fulfilled by merchant sellers. And since we're all using FBA, this won't be applicable. Then there's the percentage off promotion. This is absolutely the most common, but it does have some advanced features that are seldom used, such as tiered discounts, being able to apply a discount on a product that's completely separate from the one that they're purchasing, and offering discounts based upon the total dollar of the sale instead of the product. There's the buy one, get one, which is a great way to launch a new product by offering it as a bonus purchase. Then there's the giveaway, which is a method of running contests and making your product as the prize for anyone winning. Now, we used to teach this a lot and had people use this during the launches, but it's not as powerful as it used to be. If you want to learn how to do Amazon giveaways, simply do a Google search for Amazon giveaways and they'll walk you through the process. And then the last one are promotions called external benefits, but these are no longer available. We just wanted to make you aware of it because for some reason or another, it's still on the Create a Promotion screen. Now let's go see what each one of these looks like inside of Seller Central. This is the screen that I mentioned you get to by clicking on Advertising and then Promotions. We have the social media promo code promotion there, the free shipping one there, the percentage off promotion, the buy one, get one, the giveaway, and then the external benefits. And like I mentioned, this feature is no longer available. Some people still have them active on a few products, but they are deprecating them and that will be going away very soon. Now at the top, we're on the Create Your Promotion screen right here. But if you have existing promotions, you click on Manage Your Promotions and that'll show you all current, all expired, and any pending promotions that have been created but aren't yet active. And also, the other button up there is Manage Product Selection, and I'm going to talk about that right now. If you don't want your promotion to apply to every single product that you sell, then you have to create something called a product selection list. And it's simply a list of products that you create using either the SKU, the ASIN, or the brand. And there are a few other ways to do that, but just way too complicated, and I won't be going over them. It can just be a single product. You can create a list with a single SKU in it. Or it can be a group of products, such as a product line. If you sell a line of cooking products, you might want to create a product list so that you can offer a discount on all of them. That's just one example. Now let's go ahead and create a product selection list together. So here I am inside my Seller Central account and I'm on the Promotions menu. And I got here by going to the Advertising menu and then selecting Promotions. Now to create our first product selection, we're going to click on Manage Product Selection, and then you'll see the big orange Create Product Selection button. But before we do that, we have to tell it what type of product selection we will be creating. They give you 5 different options. I've only used 3 of them. You can give Amazon a list of your products by SKU, a list of your products by ASIN, or if you just want to select every product in a certain brand, if you are brand registered, you can select that as well. Now these other 2, the Browse Node ID list, I've never used, and I've never used advanced product selection as well. It gives you a whole bunch of features that you'll never really need to use in order to create a product selection list. Most commonly, I go with ASIN, so let's just create one of those. I'll select ASIN and then click on Create Product Selection. Now from here, you'll give it a product selection name or tracking ID, and this is what Amazon needs to know in order to track this list. You can also give it an internal description for you that has spaces in it and it's a little easier for you to read. And then you simply go in and list out all the ASINs here. And then you can separate them either by creating a new line, by a space, by a comma, or semicolons. They give you lots of different ways. Pretty much they're going to parse this list out any way that you create it. I like putting them on separate lines. So here's one ASIN. And then let's say that this is my next ASIN. And then finally the third ASIN. And then once you're done entering all the ASINs, all you do is click on submit, and then that product selection is ready to go. Now, if you ever want to go ahead and add more products to this list, you can always come in and edit this. You can also remove them. It's really, really easy to do. You just need to do this before you create your first promotion so that when you create the promotion, you can tell Amazon which product selection that promotion is applicable for. And that's how you create a product selection. Now that we know how to create a product selection list, the next thing to do is actually create a promotion. And we're going to create two of these together. Now, the first one that I want to do is a buy one, get one promotion, because these are very seldom used, but they're really great for launching additional products. So if you have a product right now that's already selling and you're ready to launch your second product, creating a buy one, get one promotion where people get your new product free with the first one is a great way to jumpstart your sales and get some initial sales velocity. Let's go create one together. So here I am on the promotions menu, and I got here by going to advertising and then promotions. And to set up a buy one, get one promotion, we're going to go down here and click on create. Now, the first thing we need to do is tell Amazon the conditions that have to be met in order for the customer to qualify for this promotion and get the free product. And you'll see the first thing they're setting is that by default, they're saying they must buy at least this quantity of items, and it's defaulted to 1, but we don't have to actually choose that. There's a couple other options. We could require the customer to buy a certain amount in dollars of a product. Let's say we wanted to make sure they bought at least $20 of a certain product, or we could make them buy multiple products. Let's say that we only wanted to give them a free product if they bought 3 or more. Those are all options, but I will leave it at the default because that's what we normally do. Just make them buy one product and then they'll get something for free. Now, the next thing we need to do is tell them, well, which product is it that they have to buy in order to qualify for a free product? We can select the entire catalog, or we can select one of the product selections that we have created. And we just created one earlier. We'll use that one. But if we don't have one created, or if you need to create a new one, you can do that right from the screen right here. They have a link for create new product selection. But we know which one we're going to use. We're going to use the olive oil sprayer selection that we created earlier. Next, we have to tell Amazon what the customer is going to get, and what they'll be getting is a free item. And there's nothing else to choose from right there. It defaults to that. And then we have to tell Amazon what product they're getting for free. And this can be a little confusing. If you leave it at purchased items, then the free product they'll be getting is the exact same product that they're buying. So in this situation, if they buy one olive oil sprayer, then we're going to let them get a free one. They have to add both of those to the cart, and then the second product will automatically be discounted down to 0. And you would put that down here as 1. The benefit is going to apply to a quantity of 1 when they buy one product. And that's how you'd set up a buy one, get one for the exact same product. However, if you want to launch a new product and make the new product be free when they buy one of your existing ones, you need to change this to qualifying item. So they're going to buy an olive oil sprayer, whatever is in your product selection, and then this qualifying item is the product that they'll actually get for free. So you need to enter in the ASIN, and if you don't know it, you can actually click on the Select ASIN tool, and it's going to help you search for it. But you enter in the ASIN, and then you tell them how many they're going to get for free. In this case, it's going to be 1. If you want to give away more, you can, but I just suggest 1. That works pretty well. And then that will be the basics of how you set the conditions up for a buy one product and get a completely different product for free. And if you click on advanced options, you have the ability to exclude items that qualify them for the free product. So if I had my entire product catalog as the products they could purchase in order to get a free one, I could actually then exclude a product from here so that it doesn't count. Let's say, for example, I had some really cheap products that I didn't want to let them buy in order to get a free product. I could exclude those here if I chose to do so. Now, the rest of the setup will be exactly the same as a percentage discount off promotion, just like you set up already during your launch blitz and rank. You'll need to update the start date and the end date. And remember, the end date always defaults to today at midnight, so you'll definitely want to move that out further so it doesn't expire today. Then you'll need to give it an internal description, and you can update the tracking ID if you want to. I like making mine be exactly the same just for sake of simplicity. And then two more really important things. You have to decide if you want them to have to enter a promo code or not. By default, it'll be none, but you could choose to have a group discount code be required, so the same 8 characters for everyone that you could hand out to people. Or you could choose to use single-use coupons where you generate them and give them out to people. Now, what we do when we're launching new products and we want to get this product sold and the word out there, I select none. I tell people when you buy one of our old products, you'll get this new product for free just to try it out. But of course, that is completely up to you. Then you need to determine if you want this to show up on your product detail page or not. By default, it will be checked. So if you leave this checked and someone comes to your olive oil sprayer page, they will see at the bottom, if you buy this product and add another product to your cart, you will get that second product for free. You have to decide if you want that shown on there or not. Depending upon what our goal is, I may uncheck it and just tell people about it and email our customer list. Or if it's a brand new product and I don't have a lot of customers to email, I may just leave this checked and let people who come to one of our products go out there and get a brand new product that we just launched for free. It's a great way to get some sales velocity for a brand new product. Now, before we can submit and review this, there was one more thing we have to enter on here. We have to tell them what the product is that we're giving away for free. Even though we've given them the ASIN, they know what it is. They want us to enter in a short little word so people see exactly what they're getting for free. So let's imagine that if I'm selling the olive oil sprayer, let's imagine that I'm launching a salt and pepper grinder. So salt and pepper grinder. So that would show up in the text. And you can see right here, it says receive 1 salt and pepper grinder free when you purchase 1 or more qualifying items. Now we go down and we just click on review. Read through everything, make sure it looks okay. And then if it does, click on submit. And then within 4 hours, this promotion should be live. So now that you know how to set up a buy one, get one promotion, setting up a percentage off one will be simple. Now these have the same features as the buy one, get one promotion, plus they also have a few other features as well. Let's go look at it and set one up together. So here I am inside of my Seller Essential account on the promotions menu, and I got here again by going to advertising and clicking on promotions. And to set up our percentage off promotion, we'll click create right here. And then, like I said, you'll notice many of the things here look just like the buy one, get one. So under the buyer purchases, I'll leave this as 1, that they're going to buy at least 1 item that we're giving the discount on. Now, again, we could tie this promotion to a certain dollar amount that they have to purchase in order to get it, or a certain quantity. They buy 2 or 4 or 5 items. But in general, we're going to leave this to always be at least this quantity of items and leave that to be 1, which means every time they buy this product, they're going to get this discount off. Now, under purchased items, we have to do a product selection group like we did before. So let's go ahead and pick our olive oil sprayer group. Next, you have to determine what the buyer gets. And in this case, what is their discount? And you can only select a % off. There is nothing else you can choose from. I'm going to enter in the % off here. Let's make this 25%. The next, you can say whether or not this discount applies to the items that they're purchasing. So if they're buying the olive oil sprayers, they'll get the 25% off on the olive oil sprayers. Or if you wanted to, you could actually have them get the discount on a completely different product. You would select qualifying item and then enter the ASIN right here. But usually we leave it to the purchased item because we want them to get the discount on the same product that they're buying. Now let's expand the advanced options, and down here is where we could add certain tiers if we wanted to. So if we want to give them 1 discount on the first 5 products that they purchased, and then a larger discount on the next 5, and then a larger discount on the next 5, this is where we do that. We'd add the first tier here. Let's say they purchase at least 1, then they get 25% off. Add another tier where it says if they purchase 5, they get a bigger discount off, and so forth. Now again, I seldom do this. I just wanted to show you the different options you have that you could take advantage of if you wanted to. Now we need to add in the start date and end dates. So today is November 25th. We'll leave that to be this date. And usually this time is about 4 hours from now because that's the earliest that you can make a promotion start. Now, one thing to keep in mind again is that the end date always defaults to today, and most likely you want this to be active for more than just a few hours. So let me push this out until the end of the Christmas season. Let's say December 31st. Now for the internal description, I like just using whatever the tracking ID is and putting it up into the internal description. Now let's scroll down to the additional options. And the next thing we have to determine is what type of claim code we want the customers to enter in order to get the discount. Now, by default, it goes to none. And what this means, if you leave it at none, is that every single customer who purchases this product will get this discount without having to enter any type of coupon code. Now, that may be okay, but if you want to have your customers enter a coupon code, for example, if you are emailing your customer list and you only want to give this discount to those people that you give this code to, then your options are either group or single use. My preference is to use group, because when you select group, then it's going to randomly generate an 8-character discount code that you could email out. You could try updating this yourself and creating your own, but keep in mind when you do that, if another seller is using the same code, it won't let you do that. So I just use whatever one it gives to me, or if you click on suggest a code, it'll keep coming up with random coupon codes that you can use. Then you would simply give this to every customer, and then all they would need to do is enter that during checkout, and they would get this discount. Now, the other option is to select single-use claim codes. And what this means is that instead of giving the exact same 8-character code to all your customers, you instead have to generate a unique list of claim codes and then hand them out to customers one by one. Now, keep in mind that you can also do that with group claim codes. That's why I like group claim codes. You create this single 8-character code that you can give to everyone, or at the same time, there's another option that you can also create single-use claim codes with group claim codes. That's why my preference is to always use this, because this one, you can do both single use and group, but with single use, you can only do single use. Now, after that, we have to select if we want it to be one redemption per customer. This is up to you. Do you want your customers to be able to use this coupon more than one time? If so, then you uncheck that. But if you only want them to use it once, then you keep it checked. Now, for claim code combinability, you either have preferential or unrestricted. Unrestricted means that they can use more than one claim code on an order. You don't want that. You always want to keep preferential. And then you can leave customized messaging alone. However, one thing you want to do under here is look at this box that says detail page display text. By default, for group and for none, this is always going to be checked. What this means is this code and this discount that's shown right here is going to be showed on your product detail page. So anyone going to your page, if this box is checked, will see this and they will know that a discount is available. Now that may be fine, and usually for small discounts, 10, 15, 20, 25%, I don't mind leaving that checked. But if you're giving a really big discount, let's say 30, 50, 75% off, you want to uncheck that, because you do not want to have a large discount showing up on your product detail page unless you truly want every single customer to get access to that. So in general, I always uncheck that box. Now the last thing is to simply click on review. And from here, you check and make sure that everything looks good on this promotion. And if it does, then at the bottom or the top, you click on submit. And then within 4 hours, this promotion will be live. Now, after you click on that, you'll notice you can go right in and modify your promotion. Or if you want to go find it, you could also click on manage your promotions as well. Just keep in mind, this promotion will not show up as active. It'll show up as pending until it is live. But let's go in and show you how to create those single-use coupon codes. So here I am inside the promotion we just created. And at the top, you'll notice we have a button that says Manage Claim Codes. Now, if we would have selected the single-use type of claim code, we'd also have this button. But for this one, we actually chose the group claim code. And we can tell that by seeing that there is an 8-character claim code here that anyone can choose. But we have the best of both worlds. Customers can enter this 8-character claim code if they want to, or I can create a list of individual claim codes to send out to customers one by one. And here's how you do that. You click on Manage Claim Codes. Then it brings us to the Manage Claim Code screen. You'll see that I already created a few groups of claim codes earlier for testing, but let's create a group of 20 claim codes. So we need to give our group a name and then tell them how many coupons we want Amazon to create. So let's call this one Test Claim Code Group. And then we'll make this good for 50 coupon codes and then click on Create. And you'll see it created another group down here. All we need to do is click on Download. And then that text file will include all the single-use promo codes that you can hand out to your customers. Now, each promo code is on one line, and once it's used, it cannot be used again. So that's how you set up your first percentage off promotion code inside of Amazon. And that's it for this lesson. Now it's time to take action. If you're ready to offer a promotion on your product, go set one up. And coming up in the next lesson, we'll talk about creating raving fans through customer service and dealing with the inevitable, your first negative review. So head on over and I'll see you in that lesson.